currently in the city of Portland, Maine, which is the largest city in the state of Maine. And I'm headed to an island right now. As you can see, I'm on a ferry on my way to a place called Peaks Island. It's actually a part of the city of Portland, but it's not connected to mainland Maine. It's actually a separate island in the middle of the Casco Bay, which is part of the greater Portland area. Now, as you can see, I'm on a ferry. This is called the Casco Bay Lines Ferry, on my way to Peaks Island. And there's a few things I'm going to be checking out there. Primarily, there's a World War II era fort I'm going to be checking out called Battery Steele. It was used primarily in the later stages of World War II. We're going to be checking that out. And it's right on Peaks Island in Portland, Maine. Now I'm going to take this ferry over there. It should be a pretty short trip, maybe 20 minutes. And I'll catch you guys on the other side of Peaks Island. One pretty fun fact about the Casco Bay area is that there's just military forts everywhere. A lot of these were used during World War II, but there are also some older ones. As you can see behind me, that's Fort Gorges. That was built during the Civil War, although it wasn't really used much. There's also another directly behind me right over there. It's a little harder to see. So there's military forts all across the Casco Bay. It was meant to protect Portland and all the other cities, mainly because Portland was such an important, integral New England port town. So there's just military forts everywhere. Most of them were older but refurbished during World War II, although the one we're going to be checking out today on Peaks Island, Battery Steele, was built during World War II, specifically 1942, and it was used until the war's end in 1945. I've only been to Peaks Island one time, but I've never actually been to this fort before, so I'm excited to check that out. And it's just a beautiful ferry ride. I love ferries. I love checking out the scenery. You can also see directly behind me is the city of Portland, somewhere over there. So it's actually like 7:45 in the morning right now. I was up really early today. Gonna do a little morning ferry trip, and I'll catch you guys over on the island, Peaks Island in Portland, Maine. Okay, I just arrived in Peaks Island. As you can see, that's the pier my ferry just docked at right over there. It's actually a pretty bustling island. So this was pretty cool over here. I was walking and I found this little sign. It kind of gives some information about this island. So apparently it used to be called Michael's Island. It was named for him in 1637. That's kind of interesting. And I just noticed Sir Ferdinand Gorges, as I showed you earlier, that's Gorges Fort. You can actually see it still from here. Pretty cool place. Let's go check out that fort. Hey guys, so as I make my way to Battery Steele, I figured I'd give you a few more facts about Peaks Island, just because it is a pretty unique place in the grand scheme of things. So Peaks Island is about 3 miles from downtown Portland. As I said at the start of the video, it is a part of Portland, so technically I'm in the city of Portland, Maine, even though I'm not on mainland Maine or in downtown Portland. So Peaks Island is considered a part of the city of Portland. Despite that, there's actually a lot of people here who wish to secede from the city of Portland throughout much of the 20th century, and even this century, from about like 2006 to 2011, I believe, there was a growing secessionist movement of people who wanted Peaks Island to become its own municipality within Maine. It's a pretty decent sized island. It's about, I think, 720 acres. Not massive, not tiny. It is the largest island in the Casco Bay, so you can actually drive. As you can see, there's a road right here. but it's also pretty walkable. From the pier where I got off the ferry to Battery Steele, it's only a 21-minute walk, which I'm just doing right now. There is no reason for me to bring my car or anything, but you can actually rent golf carts here, which is kind of interesting. So if you're a pretty lazy person and you don't want to walk around the island, or if you don't want to bring your car and pay more for a ticket, you can rent a golf cart, which actually sounds kind of fun. But it is a cool island, and it's very suburban in nature. As you can see, there's houses everywhere. Kind of reminds me of some parts of like Martha's Vineyard, you know, very suburban in nature. But it is cool. So anyways, I'm on my way to Battery Steele. I should be there in approximately 4 minutes, and I'll catch you guys over there. So after walking down this pretty long dirt path, I finally made it to Battery Steele. It's actually pretty sick because it's right in the middle of this hill. I haven't gone in yet or anything, but already I can tell there's graffiti everywhere. There's also a tire swing over there, kind of interesting. I've never seen that before at an abandoned location. But so far I'm liking it. I think I've said before in a past video that you know, abandoned military forts are my favorite type of abandoned place to explore. I just feel like they're so interesting and there's so much history. Holy shit, these are huge. I was not expecting it to be this big. Huh. So I'll show you out here really quick the most iconic section of Battery Steele, and then we'll do some more thorough exploration inside. But probably what you know Battery Steele for is this giant thing up here. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest, but this is crazy. This is fucking huge. I also noticed there's a huge fire pit right here. So I assume people like go camping over here. I mean, this is kind of a cool place to go camping. But wow, that is Battery Steele in all its glory. Built in 1942 and abandoned in 1945 at the end of the World War II. So obviously World War II never really came to New England. So it's not like this was really used actively by the military. It was mostly just for stationed troops in case of a potential attack. I'm not very good with like guns and weapons, but, and I'll include specifically what was used here, but they had 2 major 16-inch guns that were stationed here, and I believe a few others. Those were the main guns that were used to protect the Casco Bay and the Portland Harbor. All right, enough waiting, let's check this out. So right off the bat, you have this pretty creepy room right here. That's pretty disturbing. This is just one of the offshoot rooms of Battery Steele. It's located right in the middle of this wall. And of course, this is the main area. I don't really know all the military terminology for these parts, but pretty cool. I love the graffiti on this place though. It's really interesting graffiti. And don't worry, by the way, we are going to be using that at the very end of the video. 100%. We'll get to that. Okay, I want to see what's down here. This was kind of interesting. So this is like extremely long. I'm really surprised by this. This just looks like a very, very long corridor. Wow, it echoes. Hello! Yo, what's going on, guys? It's J-Mass out here in Peaks Island. Okay, I don't know if I'm destroying your guys' ears, so I'll stop doing that. This is crazy as fuck, though. Also, I don't know how hard it is to tell, but it is pitch black in here right now. I can't really see where I'm going, and my phone's flashlight isn't that great, so I'm pretty much walking blind. Oh shit, got a little room right here. Actually, it is pretty wet on the ground. Got this little room in the middle of this pitch black corridor. I haven't seen any others though. Oh yeah, that's where we just were. Jeez, this is crazy. Oh, there's another. This place is fucking huge. I'll be completely honest, I didn't think it would be this big. I knew Battery Steele was gonna be a big place to explore, but I didn't think it'd be this big. I thought it would be like a pretty short video. I think this might be an over 20-minute video though. This place has a lot to see. God damn, this room is huge. So I just want to make a point now that I just realized on this side of the wall, there's a room every couple steps. So I'm not gonna go inside every single one since if you look, they're all pretty similar. Some of them are big, some of them are small. Ironically, this wall doesn't have any rooms, which is kind of weird, but this wall just has a room like every 3 feet. It's weird. Oh shit, there's something in the water. We gotta watch out. The other thing that's kind of cool about this place is the temperature. It's actually very cool inside here. Outside it's about 72 degrees right now. But in here it's pretty cool. You got a nice wind chill. This is crazy as fuck. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to the very end of this. Oh, it looks like the room's ended. All right, I'm just gonna go to the very end of this. I'll catch you guys over there. Because I think there's gonna be a lot of these. Oh, this is interesting. All right, let's make our way over to the end of here and I will catch you guys over there. I gotta say, if you are afraid of the dark, do not go down there because that was extremely fucking dark. I could barely even see half the time I was walking. That was crazy. So we're on the other side of Battery Steele. This is sort of similar to the first side that I was on, minus the tire swing in the middle, but pretty similar. I just want to see if they have that big overlapping structure above us. Oh, they do. Check this out. They also have it here, like they did on the other side. That's kind of cool. I'm really liking this. This might be one of the coolest abandoned forts I've ever explored. Like top 5. I really like this. It's a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. I thought it would be a pretty small find, but nah, this place is huge. Battery Steele right on Peaks Island. Yeah, highly recommend you check it out if you're ever in the Portland, Maine area. And of course you got another room right here. Pretty similar to the very first room we saw. I just want to see what this is. Oh, it's just a concrete slab. So obviously there's graffiti everywhere. There's not really any like major remnants other than the, fort itself, but definitely a graffiti artist, a graffiti artist's haven. That's what I was trying to say. Pretty cool though. And it is in the middle of the woods, as you can tell. I took a dirt path to get here, but there's a lot of these little mini trails that loop around in the woods. Got kind of an overgrown one here. Oh wow, looks like we can actually go up. Shit, let's try that. I didn't even know you could go on top. I want to do that. Super narrow though. So I'm actually going uphill. Wow, this is very steep. This is extremely steep, holy shit. I gotta like pull my way up this route. I'll catch you guys up there. I gotta walk on all fours. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is a very steep trail. For some reason, that trail was ridiculously steep, like literally walking on all fours upwards steep. It might have been hard to tell from the video, but believe me, that was fucking insane. So I'm on top of Battery Steele right now. I'm just gonna see if they got any good views, because considering we're on an island, we're actually right nearby the ocean. Oh, you can kind of see it. Right over there, that is the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, and this is the very top. Cool, so this is the top of a Battery Steele right here. Oh, here's a better view. Casco Bay and the Atlantic Ocean. Right over there. I do want to walk over there later because there's actually a trail we can take that leads to the ocean. There's a little beach. But this is the very top of Battery Steele. Let's go down here. This is cool. That's the bottom where I was earlier. And the other side where I originally started is all the way over there. So I pretty much went underground underneath this hill here. Again, pretty big military fort. It's another part of it. All right, I say we head back, go through that dark ass corridor one more time. Then we'll try out the tire swing, because I kind of want to do that. The inner child in me wants to fucking swing on that shit, you know? Looks fun. But walking down that trail, that's not going to be fun. I'm definitely going to be slipping and sliding, so I'll catch you guys down below inside the fort again. So one kind of interesting fact about Battery Steele was, even though it was abandoned in 1945, it was officially made public in 1995, many years later, so it's only been open to the public pretty recently. But I'm glad we got to visit this. So once again, we're gonna be making our way through this crazy ass dark hallway. You know what though? Let's see how far, or I should say how fast we can make it through this. You wanna run? All right, let's do it. Okay, way too fucking slippery. Never mind. Bye. All right guys, I'm making my way back to the very start of Battery Steele. So as I make my way over there, I'm just gonna tell you the plan for the rest of this video. I think what I'm gonna do is check out this front area a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna be riding that tire swing. And then after that, might check out the beach. And then I gotta head back to Peaks Island Pier to get my ferry. I'm gonna be taking the 9:45 ferry back to Portland. So I got some time, but that's sort of my schedule. I'm gonna be on Peaks Island for 2 hours today. Here we are, once again, back at the very start. It is really cool, I gotta say. I love this. And compared to other military forts, it does have a very unique feel to it. I will say, as much as I love military forts, I mean, well, specifically abandoned ones, I do feel like they have a pretty archetypal look and feel. This is one of the more unique ones I've been to. Especially this thing. You know what it actually reminds me of? There's a fort, I forget the name, but there's a fort in Nahant, Massachusetts that looks extremely similar to this. Although you can't actually go inside it, which sucks. Or at least I haven't been able to get inside it. But there is a fort in Nahant that has this sort of semicircle thing going on. Again, I don't know the terminology. If you do, let me know in the comments, I'd be interested. But this is Battery Steele. Definitely one of the most fun places I've explored. I really loved this. And I'm glad I got to bring you guys along for my very first time checking it out. Yo, you guys ready to see these moves? I'm gonna show you how it's done. Hey! To be honest, this is my first time on a tire swing in fucking years. I haven't done this since I was a kid. This is mad fun though. Let's go, Battery Steele on Peaks Island. They got a free tire swing. This is fun. It's your boy J-Mass coming out with the stylish moves. I hope you enjoyed my tire swing action. Thought it was pretty good if I do say so myself. We're gonna be taking a little detour right now away from Battery Steele before I leave the area. I do want to check out this beach over here because supposedly this trail that I'm on leads to a little beach. We should get some beautiful views of the ocean. And also we could probably see a few of the other islands because the Casco Bay has a bunch of islands in the area. In a lot of ways, you know, it's kind of similar to the Boston Harbor Islands, how there's just so many small little islands right nearby this huge city. That's kind of what the Portland, Maine area is like. I'll catch you guys over there. Hopefully we get some good ocean views. By the way, just to show you the trail I'm walking on right now, is this not one of the most concerning bridges you've ever seen? I mean, fucking Christ, dude. This is all like haphazardly nailed together wood over this dirty looking swamp. This is crazy. But this is a trail, and it's a pretty well-marked trail, I might add. This is the trail to the ocean from Battery Steele. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I've been on like forest boardwalks before, but this is on a whole other level. Okay, we made it out of the little swamp area. That's good. We made it. This is the coast of Peaks Island. Pretty beautiful, if I do say so myself. So obviously this is the Atlantic Ocean, specifically the Casco Bay. And over there you can see some of the other islands. I believe that's called Long Island. But there's a couple, as I said. Very rocky though. It's all very, you know, huge stones and pebbles. But it's extremely pretty. Yeah, this is the shoreline of Peaks Island. I don't think Peaks Island is much of a major beach. Oh, holy shit. All right, I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me, but I think that's a seal over there. Holy fucking shit. I can't tell if it's alive or dead. Okay, I swear I did not see this. That's straight up a seal. I'm not gonna, if it's alive, I'm not gonna go that close to it. Do you guys see that? Hold on, I'm gonna make my way over there and I'll show you in a second. Okay, bad news, that's a dead seal. It is a seal, but it's not alive. I'm not gonna be filming it because I feel like that's kind of unethical. And also it goes against YouTube's guidelines. But kind of sad. And that's the second time I've ever seen a dead seal on a beach. I saw one before a few years ago in Lynn, Massachusetts. So pretty sad, to be honest, but that's part of nature, I guess. Anyways, guys, that was the coastline of Peaks Island. Very beautiful, other than that seal. I'm gonna head back to Battery Steele, and then I think we'll call it quits and head back to the ferry. And once again, we're back. Battery Steele. That was a pretty fun walk. Got some good views of the ocean. So we actually ended up coming out the other side. I must have taken a wrong turn by accident. So I have to go through that pitch black hall one more time, but at least it gives us an opportunity to see this side one more time before I go. Yeah, very cool. Okay guys, we are once again back where we started from at the very front entrance of Battery Steele. And I gotta say, that was a very, very fun exploration. I've never been here before, and it was definitely one of the better abandoned forts I've ever checked out. If you're ever in the Portland, Maine area, I would highly recommend checking this out. And I gotta say, even though it's on an island and you have to take a ferry, it's actually not that expensive. An adult ticket only costed me like $7 and I think 75 cents. So really not bad at all. And there's a lot more to do here than what I'm just showing. There's a bunch of restaurants, shops, and of course the beach, but Battery Steele is definitely the highlight in my opinion. So the video's not over yet. I'm actually gonna make my way back to the town itself. I gotta catch my 9:45 ferry back to mainland Maine. But yeah, Battery Steele, guys. Really enjoyed checking this out. Okay guys, once again, we're back at the ferry. This is the ferry I'm gonna be getting on very soon. This will depart Peaks Island, heading down to downtown Portland once again. This is the 9:45 a.m. ferry. And of course, this is the marina right here. Overall, I gotta say, Peaks Island is a very gorgeous place. Very scenic, lots to do. And as you can see over there, lots of shops and restaurants. I'll catch you guys on the ferry. Guys, I'm back in downtown Portland, Maine right now. Just got off the ferry a few minutes ago. And I just want to say thank you for joining me on this adventure to Peaks Island and Battery Steele. This has definitely been one of my more interesting videos. And I kind of plan on doing more travel vlog type things like this. It's been fun. But anyways, guys, I've been J-Mass as always. This has been another New England adventure. This time in the great city of Portland, Maine and Peaks Island. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.